see. One more, like one more in there. Okay, ready? Yeah. So that's the little plastic. And we're gonna take it out. There. And that's just what's inside. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Here we are filming the surgery video of when I got my tubes tied, and the reason why I waited this long to post the video was because around 3 weeks after I got my surgery done, my husband and I went to the grocery store, and I was trying to be a tough girl, and I thought that I can carry all these bags at once. And once I placed them down in my home, my incision where they did my surgery through started stinging really, really bad. And it stung for like a day and a half after that. And I started getting worried. I thought maybe I popped something on the inside because of the force that I made trying to carry stuff. So I wanted to make sure I was fully healed so that there's no long-term side effects later on down the road that I won't mention on my video because I didn't know they were gonna be there. So the next 4.5 minutes or so are gonna be clips of me in the hospital, video clips that I took before my surgery as I waited, so you guys can see what happened to me. There was a delay, of course. Nothing I ever do goes smoothly. So let's get into that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got some serious balls for filming like this. And basically, I'm going to get anesthesia through this thing. And it's gonna knock me out. And when I'm knocked out, they put a tube in my mouth. And the tube is gonna go down my throat to control my breathing during surgery, and then they're gonna do my surgery. After that, the nurse told me I'll probably be waking up from it while they're wheeling me into the recovery room. There was a delay because of the surgery room, and my husband had to go home because our kids are getting babysat right now, but my sister-in-law, she had to go do some stuff. So because of the delays in the hospital, now I'm gonna be by myself, and I'm gonna probably wake up by myself, but it's okay. I was really scared when they told me that they were gonna be putting a tube down my throat. I started crying and saying like, okay, let's just go home, I don't want to do this anymore. And people are messaging me on Instagram, and I'm seeing them, and thank you, because it's like nice things, you know, like, you can do this, you're gonna be okay. So I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it alone, which watch me wake up and not even feel nothing. But everybody scared me. My mom scared me because she keeps saying that, she always said it did not hurt me when I gave birth, it hurt me when I got my tubes tied. So that's scary. But yeah, we're just waiting. They are going to take me in right now. I'm gonna get my phone taken away because my husband should have taken it with him. It's gonna be locked away until my surgery's done. And I will talk to you guys when I'm out. I'm in the car going home. A little bit uncomfortable. It does hurt, not anywhere near as bad as I thought it would. I don't even know if I said that already. I did say that already, huh? But I am uncomfortable. If I don't get my drugs, I would be like in major pain. Thank you, honey, for helping me.
You're welcome.
My husband's so awesome. I wanted to like fully record so much after, but I honestly don't have so much energy to talk and describe things so much. So I'm just gonna stop recording right now to go get my kids who I miss. Ooh, that did not make me look good. To go get my kids who I miss. And yeah, we'll talk later. That video of me in the car, every little move that the car would make or any bump, I was just like, oh, it feels like something inside you is getting pulled. That's the best way. Like if there's something inside you from where your belly button is all the way to where my incision was, and if I moved a little bit it would get tugged on and it would be very uncomfortable. Okay, so let me begin telling you guys about how scary the surgery room was. And I'm not even saying this to scare you guys, I'm just gonna tell my experience and what I went through, because I'm pretty sure everybody could be different. Okay, so like I said, my husband had to leave, so I was by myself, and knowing that there was gonna be a tube put down my throat completely scared me. I wasn't aware of this before getting my surgery done. So they're wheeling me into the surgery room, and the surgery room is right next to this long hallway, scary looking hallway like the ones you see on scary hospital movies. And there are big bags of like dirty bed sheets. So I'm guessing that's where the custodians take everything to after they clean the rooms. And the operating room was right next to that hallway, which made me not feel safe at all. Then they opened the doors, and the tone of the room, first of all, this room was huge, and the lights were like a yellowish pinkish tone. I want to say the lights were a yellow tone, and the walls were probably like a peach color, which is kind of scary. And the back wall, the one that's right in your face when you walk in, there was paint chipped off, and that made me not feel safe. I felt even more scared because it was a yellow pink room and the paint's chipped off, and there's a center in the room where the bed is with the lights, and everything else is like there's not that much stuff in there. It was just scary. It was scary. Then they put me in a very skinny bed. They wheeled me into in the room in the bed that I was in, and they transferred me over to a very skinny bed, so skinny that it only fit like my body. I wouldn't be able to turn or anything. And then they buckle my thighs and my legs on the bottom by my knees, my shins. They buckled my shins and my thighs into the bed so that I wouldn't move. And at this point, I'm just like freaking out. Then they took my left hand and they put it on another table that was like a rectangle table. So I'm laying down in like an L-shaped place, like one for my body, and then it comes out this way for my arm, and they buckle my arm into, so I'm restricted from my arm and from my legs completely. I was freaking out. I was telling the girl, I'm scared that whatever you're gonna give me, is it gonna be strong enough and I'm going to wake up in the middle of it and see you opening me up? And she's like, no, that doesn't happen, whatever. Then I don't remember what she was asking me anymore. She was probably telling me, oh, well, how many kids do you have? Oh yeah, how old are they, or something. And next thing I know, I'm out. I was just done. I started waking up and getting consciousness like they told me before when they were wheeling me into the recovery room. The surgery probably took around 40 minutes, I want to say. And they wheeled me into the recovery room, and what woke me up was that I started coughing. And in my head, I'm thinking that's when they took the tube out and I felt it through my throat, and so I started coughing from it because I couldn't control my coughing. And I was just like, oh, like I wasn't touching my incision, but I was just lightly putting my hand over the area where I knew my incision was, because it wasn't hurting, but I was just scared. I was trying not to cough too loud because I didn't know if I was just gonna burst. I don't know. I was still completely out of it. I remember as soon as I woke up asking the nurse that was wheeling me into the room, am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? And she was like, no, you're not pregnant. It's okay. I'm pretty sure they were just like making fun of me. I heard her tell the other nurse, oh, I like her flower tattoo by her ear, my mandala that I have right here. And I said, don't copy my tattoo. And like, I don't know, I was out of it. And then they started laughing. They're like, no, but it's really cute. I was like, thanks. And when they put me in the recovery room, again, I knocked out. I knew that I was in the recovery room. I just didn't have the energy to fully wake up, which is crazy. It's just crazy how they completely knock you out. I've never been in a state like that where my mind is there, but my body cannot, it doesn't have the strength to fully like function. I heard my husband's voice by far. I guess they called him and they told him that I was in the recovery room already, so he drove on over and he left our kids with his cousin. I heard his voice, and that's what made me fully open my eyes. And when I opened them, he was right there talking to the nurse. And then that's when I just was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm okay. Let me get up. But before I heard his voice, I just was like, it's like I was sleeping, but I knew that I was in the recovery room. I could hear nurses around me talking to other patients that were recovering. I could hear them on the phone. I heard the phone ringing a few times. I just couldn't, my body couldn't function enough to get itself up. For a week, I was walking slanted forward. Like, you don't walk straight, you're like tilting forward. Because if you get up fully straight, you're gonna feel a pull and a tuck where your incision is, and that really hurts. Now, that was my experience. Let me tell you guys what they did. So I printed out some pictures here. And I'm using this one because this has never been my body type ever. So I'm just gonna refer to this one up here. Sorry about the lighting, it's gonna be going in and out because of the paper. But so basically I wrote on her just so you guys can see kind of how the procedure takes place. If you get your tubes tied right after birth, which was my plan, I chickened out because I was in a lot of pain after giving birth to my son, and the doctors and everybody was scaring me that I was gonna be in so much more pain the next day. The bad thing is that you'll never know if it hurts more after giving birth or if you just randomly do it like I did. Nobody will ever know because you either get one or the other. In my experience, all the women that tell me that they got their tubes tied after the day after they gave birth, they were in a lot of pain. I was not like how everybody made it seem. I want to say it probably is better to get it done at a random time rather than when you just gave birth. I mean, your body just went through a lot. You just pushed out a human being, and your insides are all still up there from the baby taking over your body. Everybody says they rather get it done after birth so they can recover altogether. I mean, everybody's different. In my opinion, I don't think I would have been able to handle it. I'm glad I did it on a separate time. So let me explain to you guys how that would work. If you get your surgery done right after giving birth, they do your surgery through your belly button, which is an incision like this right here. It's a tiny one because your insides are still up here, that they can operate through there and get your uterus, right? Like, they're able to access it through there easily because everything is still not all the way where it needs to go back. Everything is still not back where it needs to be. there's 3 different ways of getting your tubes tied. So after giving birth, you could do it through here and they just do an incision and they do it like that. Some doctors, this is the second way you can get it done. Some doctors will do a little incision here and here, and they'll blow up your stomach so that they can see, and then they'll do your procedure like that. So you can have either this one after giving birth, or again after giving birth. You could either have this, depends on the doctor whether you get the side one. Now, if you decide to get your surgery done at a random time where you have not given birth, you get a longer incision, which is what I got, down here, like by your pubic area, and they operate through there because that is currently where your uterus is at that time. So my incision was made down here. I didn't get this one, I got this one right here. And let me explain to you guys what they do. There's different ways of doing it. This is your vagina, and in my understanding, this is where the sperm goes and it travels to where your eggs are, where you're ovulating, and then after it attaches to the egg, it travels back here, and then it plants itself where it's going to be for the next 9 months. Now, this gets completely cut off, completely cut, and some people will pinch each side and then tie it back together. Some people will lift it and cut the tip and leave the lift tied together. Either way, you know, you can't shop close, that's it. Sperm will not be able to go that way, it'll just bounce right back. Meaning the sperm will not be able to attach to any egg, meaning no pregnancy whatsoever. This is 100% accurate. Can you still be pregnant after getting your tubes tied? Yes. If you happen to decide later on down the road that you want to be pregnant with a child again, right now in this year 2019, the cost of that is between $6,000 to $8,000, where they will get your husband or your donor or whoever it is, their sperm, and they will grab your egg and they will attach it themselves and then implant. This happens at a clinic, of course. They will attach it themselves and then implant it directly to where the baby will grow. So it's 100% accurate. You will become pregnant. It's just you cannot be pregnant through intercourse anymore ever again. Being pregnant is to me the most beautiful experience a woman could go through, and unfortunately a lot of women are not capable of holding a pregnancy full term, not even the first few months. And I would love to one day be able to carry a baby for somebody else. I am absolutely 100% sure I am done having kids of my own. My kids are right now driving me extremely crazy. I have 3 girls and I gave birth to my son last year in July. When I found out I was pregnant of him, I knew I was gonna get my tubes tied, not even knowing the sex of the baby yet. I told my husband right then and there, that's it, we're done. And so we were blessed to have, you know, our little Ray, and that's it. I'm good. I'm good with the kids that I have. I'm good with my husband. I don't want to have kids anymore. And I would just like to say, seriously, listen to me when I say this. If you are not 100% sure, don't get it done. Do not do it unless you for a fact know that's it, I'm done, no more kids, finito. You don't want to get it done and then regret it and be sad that you cannot be pregnant again. You might not have the money later on to be able to have a baby. You don't know what side effects that could bring to your body. Just, if you are 100% in your mindset, I don't want any more kids, I really don't want any more kids, do it, because you don't also want to accidentally become pregnant. My husband just came out. Okay, what was I saying? If you're set on getting it, don't think twice, just go get it. Okay, now payment and requirements. I got mine for free through my insurance. I guess you would just have to go to your doctor and ask information, and they will direct you in the right place. I think that for the most part they're free. The only requirement that there's no requirements actually, except that you need to be 21. Now before, the age was 26 and over, and now they changed it to 21. So if you're 21 years old and you have a child and you want to get your tubes tied, go ahead. If you're 21 years old and you don't have any kids and you want to get your tubes tied, you can do it. I mean, there's some people that are just not meant to be parents, and that's fine. Only that your doctor, some might not just agree to do it right away. They might send you to a counselor or something because they want to make sure that you are set, just because it is permanent and this is not a reversible procedure on women. I've heard that on men it is, but I don't know for a fact, so don't quote me. But yeah, I think I covered everything. Now, for about a week after, you're not gonna feel your best. You're gonna be walking slanted, but trust me when I say that you feel better every day that passes by. You will feel way better than the day before. And that was me. I was just waiting for it to be tomorrow so that I can feel better. And then the next day it would come and I felt better. I'm like, okay, now tomorrow for sure I'm gonna feel better. And eat nothing but healthy foods like caldo de pollos and chicken noodle soup and shit like that, because you don't wanna have to force yourself when you're going to the bathroom and make your incision sting. That's the feelings I felt every time I carried something heavy or I got forced to get up. It would sting. It hurt a lot because I don't know, on the inside, your outside recovers way faster than your insides do, and that's for any surgery. Your skin will recover, 10 times faster than the inside. And on the inside, if you're making force, if you're stressing out, it's gonna hit you and you're gonna feel it. So yeah, that's about it. Good luck to everybody, and make the choice that's best for you, not only now but in the future, because you just never know. It's crazy out there. Welcome back again. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with all the ladies in your life, and like it, comment if you've gotten your tubes tied before. I would love to know. I'm Jen Baby, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great day, night, or morning, whenever it is that you're watching this video, and I will see you guys later.